Alright, hello everyone and welcome to the second video. In today's video we'll try to answer some part 1 questions about tidiness. Let's see how well we'll do it. Alright, Aybek, welcome.
Okay.
So who'll be first this time?
I think it's you.
Alright. I'll be first and Aybek will ask me questions about tidiness. Let's see.
Okay, if you're ready now, let's get started. On the first question, would you say you are a tidy person?
Well, yes, I think so. I do consider myself a neat and tidy person, and that's because of my mom. I mean, I remember when I was a kid, my mom was, in fact, she still is a stickler for cleanliness, and she starts shouting at me when things are messy around. So I think her attitude toward cleanliness really rubbed off on me.
Okay. How do you keep things tidy?
Well, I always try to reserve my weekends for housework. I mean, at weekends I stay at home and I help my mom around the house. And also, after I have my meals at nights, for example, after I return home late, I make sure to do the dishes, and also I try to make my bed the moment I wake up every morning. And these are some of the things I do to keep things clean at home.
Do you think it's possible for people to be tidy all the time?
I don't think so, because sometimes life is unfair, However strict you are about tidiness, you always have this roommate or sibling who is quite the opposite of you. You try to keep your house clean, but they always make a mess. And if this is the case, you don't have a choice. You just have to put up with such people. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So, Aybek, let's start. It's your turn now. So, would you say you're a tidy person?
Well, I think so, because I always try to keep things as neat and organized as possible. Mm-hmm. And I always make sure I spare some time to declutter everywhere, because it feels like decluttering the room is like decluttering my mind. Mm-hmm. So it gives me a mental peace. So I always try to clean my room.
Thank you. Nice. So how do you keep things tidy?
Well, actually, I don't do anything really big. Just I try to clean little by little. Mm-hmm. And make sure that small litter doesn't snowball into a huge mess. Mm-hmm. And then gets out of the hand, because when mess piles up, you don't feel like doing it, so mm-hmm. I always make sure that I take out the trash on time and then just keep everything organized.
Excellent. The answer was nice. Mm-hmm. Do you think it's possible for people to be tidy all the time?
No, I don't think so. Mm-hmm. Because of course, people always try to clean and keep everywhere as neat as possible, but there are some days during which you feel exhausted, or you might have a hectic schedule. Mm-hmm. And because of that, you don't feel like cleaning the room. You barely find the time to relax, let alone clean your room, I think so. I think it's something normal when things get quite messy.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, excellent. Let's go through some of the nice words and collocations and vocabulary we used in our answers. So what did you get from our answers? Let's start with you.
Stickler for cleanliness.
Yes, there's such a nice phrase, be a stickler for something. That means you are very strict about something. And I want to add some Uzbek explanation so that people can understand us better.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. A stickler for something means stickler for something deb aytamiz. Masalan, we can say my teacher is a stickler for grammar. That means grammatika judayam qattiq turadi ustozim. Or I remember learning this from some article. There it said someone was a stickler for accuracy, it said. Mm-hmm. So that's where I learned it. Shunaqa. Yoki stickler for cleanliness deyishni o'rniga masalan strict about iborasini ham ishlatish mumkin bo'ladi menimcha masalan. Ya'ni oyim masalan tozalik yoki men o'zim tozalikka juda ham qattiq turaman desangiz, I am very strict about tidiness yoki cleanliness deb gapirishingiz ham balki mumkin bo'ladi. Keyin o'sha yerda bitta yaxshi narsa menimcha there was something nice as well there. I said neat and tidy. Mm-hmm. So in English you can put two adjectives that have the same meaning together, and this is usually done to give emphasis.
Okay, what about this phrase, rub off on me?
Rub off on me in Uzbek means o'sha narsa kimdirdan o'tgan degan. For example, you can say my mom was very strict about cleanliness and I said that her attitude toward cleanliness rubbed off on me. Yani oyim shu tozalikka bo'lgan munosabatlar menga ham o'tgan degan. Shu kimdirga o'tgan deganda rub off on somebody iborasini ishlatsa bo'ladi, bu ham yaxshi ibora.
Okay, what about this phrase, put up with?
Put up with means put up with someone means kimdirga chidashga majbursiz. Like if you have a messy brother, you just have to put up with him, for example.
Okay, that's cool.
All right, Aybek, I saw you use the word declutter. What does declutter mean?
Declutter, it means to clean up mess around the house. Yeah.
Tozalab chiqish degan. Yaxshi. And then you said get out of hand.
Yeah, get out of hand, it means when things start to get out of your control, that you cannot control ourselves.
Nazoratdan chiqib ketish.
Yeah, nazoratdan qo'ldan chiqib ketish.
And then you said this nicely, when mess piles up.
Yeah, pile up, stack up or pile up they can use. Yig'ilib ketish.
When mess piles up.
Yeah.
All right, people. So these were our answers to questions about tidiness. If there are any other useful words, grammar, chunks of language you learned from our answers, feel free to share them in the comments, and don't forget to like, repost, and share those videos. Thank you guys. See you in our next videos.